I am so excited, Phil. We are getting into my favorite
do it.
part, the blue
Let's do
skying
it.
and
What's
the
your favorite part on your favorite show?
yes. And so everyone knows we're gonna brainstorm a bunch of ideas of what Phil and I would do or what ideas we would have to do if we were writing for Phineas and Ferb. Would you like to pitch first or
Well, I actually wanted to bring something up
okay.
before we pitch because I was watching, owing to the fact that I've worked on animated shows.
Yeah.
When I was watching this show, I was like, I don't feel like this show is a script-driven show. And so I did a little digging, and I was proven correct. So this is not Phineas and Ferb is not a script-driven show. Now, do you know the difference between a script-driven show and a board-driven show?
That means the storyboards are done and then the script, correct?
That's correct. So basically, the process is the initial idea of the story, and I looked all of this up, and there are two different types of shows on in animation, and some are script driven and they're like live action, right, where you write the script and get it done, and then some of them are board driven, like what Brian says, where you have an idea and then the storyboard artists come figure it out, and then like the writers come behind afterwards. So their process is initial idea and story outline. Episode begins with an initial concept or idea. After involving a new invention, often involving a new invention or adventure for Phineas and Ferb. The team, including the showrunners and story editors, brainstorm and develop a basic story outline, determining the main plot points, character interactions, and overall tone. Storyboarding. The story outline is then translated into a storyboard. Storyboard artists create a series of visual panels that depict each scene with detailed drawings and notations about camera angles, character expressions, and action. Dialogue. Dialogue and sound effects are also written into the storyboard, along with notes and overall pacing and flow of the scene. Scripting, limited. While Phineas and Ferb isn't primarily written through scripts, there is some text involved in the process. The storyboard panels may include dialogue snippets or notes on the overall theme and tone of the episode. This helps ensure that the visual storytelling is consistent with the intended narrative and comedic style, and then it goes into animation and production. So I thought it would be good if we try to break
And
it
so
that
you have a
way.
storyboard artist off camera right now, and you're going to pull them in.
Yes, exactly right. You'll pull the board. There's gonna be a board behind me in a second. No, I think we should do it their way. And let's come up with the idea. I mean, you have ideas, so like let's do like the germ of the idea. Let's come up like with the invention, the thing we want them to learn. That the adventure, that sort of thing. Does that sound fair?
That makes it easier because I had three with like the storyline kind of figured out that I kind of want to do, which are a little more expanded. And then I got like 15 to 20, like just ideas of what they can do, like whatever the
Okay.
contraption is.
Well,
So
let's go. Ring my bell.
I'm eager. Um, do you want me to start? Okay, so I guess if we're gonna do that, and then I'll start with one of the looser ideas that I have, the ones I haven't fully developed. So, what about the boys build like a really elaborate D&D? So like they build a like some sort of stadium building where they can have the most immersive D&D experience.
That's fun. We could also
Mm-hmm.
do that. They shrink down and play their own
Oh, on a
version of
miniature.
D&D, like
Yep.
they have this. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. That could work too.
Although I don't know, I like the thing that I like about the big one is that there's some fun instances where you can even include Candace and the mom, where they're
Mm-hmm.
going through it and the mom not being aware of what's going on, and Candace trying to like point out these sorts of things. Yeah, I guess you could also technically do that if they were shrunk, but I don't know. It is fun to have like
Mm-hmm.
half the fun is like trying to like see how they manage to get rid of something that's like colossal, right? So that's fun.
Yes. Yeah, either way works.
So
And then you go ahead. No, I was just saying either way works, and I was going to riff, but you seem to have a more clear vision. So let's go ahead and take it.
no, I was gonna pitch another concept.
All right, go ahead then.
I mean, do you want? We can still stay on this one if you want, though.
No, 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 no. I'm ready to move on.
Okay. My thought was they learn about dinosaurs, and they have to do they build a machine that will create a giant dinosaur, and the dinosaur goes on a rampage. And so they also have to build a giant mech suit to get it.
This is very Phil. I like this. Um, yeah, no, that works, and then that gets like some Godzilla theming. And the show is boomer coded, so you can have a lot of fun with the imagery there. So, yeah, I can see that being a lot of fun. So, would it be an actual dinosaur, or like something maybe closer to Jurassic Park, where they made their own dinosaur?
That's a good question. Like, what do you think? With it in an instance like this, what's
I
more the show?
I
Would they make their own dinosaur, or would they get one from the past?
Well, it could also be a dragon they decided to create, and then that makes it more kaiju. Because I mean, you're trying to do a kaiju fight.
I just want them to make some giant lizard and then have to fight it. And to be honest with you,
Okay.
like, and I was like, well, I think it'd be a kaiju. Then you could have a mech like a kaiju fight. So a
I
dragon works.
Yeah.
A dragon makes perfect. And then you have fire and stuff like that, which is fun.
So I feel like the creature, just if it weren't a dinosaur, it just allows you to be more creative with the creature. Is the only thing that I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Well, they can even come up with their own kind of creature too.
Yeah, I like that one. That one's also similar, but I'm going to hold on to that one because it's similar to something that you came up with. So I'm just going to do another um uh thing that they could do. I thought maybe go to Australia would be fun because platypus are from Australia. They did a go to Hawaii
That's funny.
episode. I thought go to Australia, like Perry knows more people, or they see he's a platypus, so
Do
he's
we
allowed to
meet?
do things.
Do we meet Perry's family?
Ooh, that'd be fun. That'd be
I
so
kind of
cute.
like
He
that.
has like
That's
a
a lot of fun.
party.
Hmm.
That's so cute.
What is this? What is the backstory on him becoming an agent?
Best that I understand it is that again, there might be another episode that goes into it further, but they just went to a pound to adopt, and it was Oka's pet clinic, and they were the ones giving the pets away, and it was just a front to get these secret agent pets into people's homes.
Oh, that's funny.
So I
So
don't know
because then my question
how.
becomes like,
Yeah.
hmm?
No, I said
Well,
I
my
was going to
question
say
then becomes,
we keep doing
go ahead, I'm
this.
sorry.
No, it's
No,
okay.
go,
I
you're
keep
good.
doing it too. It's no, I don't know exactly how he joined Oka. But go ahead. What's the question becomes?
Yeah, because it's almost like everyone he know a secret agent, like, or his
All
family
pretty
secret. Did he
much
go to
all
school? Good.
I don't know about the school. Pretty much all the animals that are pets. So like
Well,
Isabella
animals are
has a
secret
dog.
agents.
Well,
Yeah.
Isabella has a dog named Pinky, and Pinky is a secret agent. Ooh, that's good.
You can have Kevin the kangaroo,
Uh-huh.
and the other Kevin the koala. They're both
Yes,
named Kevin.
that is very them. That's very Phineas and Ferb. I like that.
Well, I'm funny too because what is Doofenshmirtz doing in that instance too? Like it's almost like he wants like to make the water run the correct way, and that does because on some that will like flood all of the continents or something like that. I
Oh
don't know.
man, that's awesome. I love that, and I'm just like legitimately like I'm sold. I have a couple other
Don't be
ideas.
sold. You have other ideas though.
No, 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 I do. I'm just saying I do love that idea. But the two ideas that came to my mind were do you do the couple thing again where they're all excited to meet Doof at the Platypus family reunion?
Well, that's funny. Well,
And
what if yeah, that's funny. What if his family is like, what if his family are all like secret agents and big time secret agents, and like he has to bring his nemesis, and it's like you're meeting like your
yeah.
your girlfriend or your partner's parents or whatever.
Mhm.
That's funny.
And also, your Avengers thing could tie well into my other pitch, or the reverse toilet pitch. And the pitch that I was going to say is he could be really jealous of whoever is the big bad that they're all teaming up to get. Like, Perry, I could be evil too. Look at this toilet streams.
Look,
Like,
do you see it?
yes,
Look at it go. That's funny.
that's I love the toilet idea. That's so funny. And also that's like the whole monkey diaper thing. Like it's so dumb and kids will love it. the reverse toilet thing, they will find that
Hmm.
very funny.
I feel like Perry's family, if we do it, would have like I feel like Perry's father
Uh-huh.
looks like him, except he has like a mustache. And probably since it's boomer coded, probably a crew cut.
It's funny. Um, okay, you got another pitch? Oh, I'm sorry.
And Perry's mom would like probably, oh my God, I have my shit all over. I have food all over my face. Would have, she's got like, I think like her hair is up in like, not quite a
Like
Marge
a
Simpson.
Marge? We were
Not
going
quite,
there.
but yeah,
She
not
has
like a
big hair.
beehive, but it's like permed.
Hmm. That'd be funny. Is there a sibling rivalry? Is there a sibling he doesn't
I
like
think
or doesn't
so.
like him?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's
Hmm.
Paul the platypus.
Hmm.
You and Platypus. That's hard to say, Perry the platypus.
I I think it'd be very funny if Paul like bullies Perry and it's Doof that has to stand up for him, protect his
That's really
man.
good. That's really sweet. That's really sweet.
Hmm.
Well, it's like because he's always trying to get defeated. He's always getting defeated. What if he's like trying to get defeated?
Hmm.
But then also, because in that instance, you can also play off of him feeling less than. So he's also trying to prove himself, but also it's like
Hmm.
work, love or work.
Hmm. That's very cute. I like it. Warm fuzzies are there. I like it. You got another pitch, friend?
Yeah, I'm capable of it.
I
I'm
know that.
capable of being sincere. I'm
Uh,
gonna choose not to. Yeah. So I had one which was it was an upside down slide, and so they had to build it on the moon.
oh, okay. That's
So instead
silly.
of sliding down, yeah, instead of sliding down, you slide up.
That's a Candace episode, I think. That's a well, I mean,
Yeah.
many of them are Candace episodes, but like that's funny. That's good.
It's just like
An
there's only
upside
one
down
way to
slide.
slide, and it's down. And it's like, well, not if we make it on the moon.
Yeah, that's very inventive. I like that a lot. That feels like them.
Yeah, see that was well that's the interesting thing about this show and what I
Hmm.
tried to like when I was coming up with these what I tried to like come off with which just like it's a neat thing that you can do like a
Hmm.
neat thing that you would need a machine to do.
Yes. Yeah. And just like it flipping the premise on its head, like you slides easy, and a lot of people would have went in different directions. You reversed the slide. You literally inverted the slide, and yeah, that's clever.
You know, and then you can do like because that's like the starting point, right? Is you do I don't know like you have to get them onto the moon.
Yes.
Okay, well, what are they a little young to go to the moon? Yes, yes they
Yes,
are.
they are. Um, the okay, so one of my bigger ones that I have is
Hmm.
I so I went looking at the theme song and I was like, okay, what they've done a lot in the theme song already. Which one that they haven't
Right.
done? And then I saw that dodo and I'm like, I always wanted them to do something with the dodo.
Oh yeah,
And
that's true. They do
so
the mummy.
they do the
And
mummy. But the so for the dodo, I wondered, what if they revive a dodo and then the dodo learns about what humans did to the dodos
that's funny.
and goes Ultron.
That's fun. That's funny. Yeah, I like that. That's really funny. That's right. So they have to like, Mom, there's a bunch of dodos. There's a bunch of dodos. An extinct bird. Mom, an extinct bird has come back and now is out for revenge. Like
Yes.
Candace, really? I
Yep.
feel like that's the episode. If we do that, there was one episode I wanted to pitch, but like, I feel like that's the episode where she takes Candace to therapy.
Well, Candace did have a therapist in one of the new episodes.
She, oh, did
Yeah.
she really?
Yeah, but then they
Let's
did
see.
a whole
Okay, they took
the
her now.
whole episode was like a presentation of the therapist had figured out that the he's both Doofenshmirtz and Candace's therapist, so
That's
he
funny.
figured
That's
out how
funny.
they're connected, and so he does a big presentation, but then everything disappears, of course, and he has
Of
no
course.
evidence, and then he goes crazy.
That's funny.
So it's
I'm sure they'll bring him back, but that's
yeah.
very funny. That's very clever.
Yeah, it's a good episode, but the all right, cool. So yeah, we Ultron Dodo Bird.
Yeah, that's
He
funny.
raises an army, and then I think for this, I
Well,
think
here's my
because we can't
question.
get
What's
violent,
our
they have to do peace. But go ahead.
Well, here's my question. If the animals are secret agents, is this dodo a secret agent too?
I think he could end up being a secret agent at the end. I think that'd be fun.
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, I think they have to I think they do fight the dodos, but I think the answer has to be diplomacy, not victory. Because the dodos had a valid criticism.
They do. Yeah, they have a good note. Well, it's like a good excuse to bring back the haberdasher because that's one of
Oh?
the reasons they went extinct, right?
I have no idea. Please continue. That's actually I'm telling you, like this
Well,
feels like the show. Go ahead.
right, dodo feathers were like prized. They would put them in hats. It's one
Oh?
of the reasons they hunted them into extinction. Is like they were like they didn't have any natural enemies, so they weren't fearful of humans. Silly. But one of the things they would do is they would take their feathers and put them in hats, and so, and so
That'd be really funny. Bring the haberdasher back. You can have like a flashback sequence
yeah.
for the dodo, like their
Well,
PTSD.
well, maybe that's how we do the peace part. We have like a haberdasher on behalf of haberdashers apologize.
They have to go to a podium. They wheel out a podium for him.
Yeah, so maybe that's it. Maybe they're not necessarily angry at humanity because you're right that we couldn't do violence. But like they're tearing shit up as they try because there aren't any haberdashers are almost extinct now too. So they're tearing the place up trying to find a
Yes,
haberdasher.
I like that. I like that a lot. It's so specific in its knowledge and like it's so silly. I love it. I love it. All right, it's your turn, my friend.
Candace, go and make Candace go to therapy, but no, they'd already done that. Hold on, I only had one more. What was it?
Do you want me to go? Because I have two more, and then that will
Yeah,
Matt.
do your next one.
I want. I thought so. One of the things they play with is Buford can be a bit sexist at times. That's like his growth and
Okay.
whatnot. And I thought he can like they have some sort of fireside girl challenge, and he needs to become a fireside girl to prove that he can do it. And it's basically a reverse Mulan.
Mm,
And so Buford becomes a fireside girl, and
okay.
to prove because I think
That's
whatever the
funny.
challenge is, he fails at it at first, and he actually has to commit to the process to become
They
a
should
fireside
they,
girl.
so he do like a machine like where he can do things well. Like it's like he have like a tricked out like fireside girl's uniform. I mean they did
Hmm.
that with like nerdy dancing, but I feel
Hmm.
like we can find a flip on that.
Yeah,
Or you can have a utility badge. You can have utility badges.
absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know exactly how close we'll run the line with Mulan, but it is, um, yeah, just Buford learns that he should not have underestimated them, and he just learns the real simple lesson of like, don't be sexist, kids. Don't be sexist.
Yeah, it's a good. Yeah,
Which, as a
it's,
teacher, some of them need to hear that.
yeah. Well, there are a lot of people. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
a lot of them. Um. Well, I do remember what it was now. It's funny you jog my memory with the Fireside Girls. Mine was Phineas starts dating a Fireside Girl.
And it's not Isabella.
And it's not Isabella, and she enlists Ferb to help her create a machine to break them up.
Is it a misunderstanding though, or is it like
Yeah, I like that.
okay?
I like that. No, I think no, I wasn't going in that direction,
Mhm.
but I like that.
Yes, because I can see Isabella spiral. The lessons right there of like, yeah, that is my heart breaks for Isabella. That hurts.
Yeah. Yeah, she's been cucked, but she hasn't. And he's gonna be cucked too. Cucking is
That's
equal
funny.
opportunity.
That's awesome. Okay, so this is the one that
And then you have one, and you have another.
I
Okay.
do. Really, really, I had to stop myself from continuing to work on this so that we could work on it together. But the idea just kept
That's
speaking to
hilarious.
me.
That's funny.
So, due to popular media today, we know the children, they yearn for the mines. And
Like Minecraft?
yeah, they yearn for the mines. They all want to
Okay.
be tunneling. They all want to be digging. So,
Yeah, what yeah. But and yet everything they do is so shallow. But go on.
and so I just thought the episode is going to be very funny where we lean into the joke. They yearn for the mines. So obviously we got
That's
Phineas and
funny.
Ferb, like they're all tunneling, having a great time. Candace wants to bust them, but she also yearns for the mines.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, that's a nice switch on it too. That's a in that like it's not just her trying to bust them, it's her also kind of like she is still trying to, but she it's a thing she wants to do, which is nice. That's like a good flip on the formula.
Thank you. And then just the yearning, it's too strong. They want the mines.
Yeah.
The and then the Doofenshmirtz, he's also tunneling, but like he's not doing anything evil that day. He's just tunneling, and his boy Perry's there to tunnel with. And I thought you could do like the painful backstory of of when he was a child, he also yearned for the mines, but pesky, intrusive child labor laws got in the way.
Oh, that's funny.
And,
Say that. That's funny.
and, and so
Why
him and
can't things be like at the Disney Corporation? They work kids day and night.
and so him
That's
and
actually not true. That's actually not true. Disney is, I will say, they're actually very on point when it comes to
uh,
child safety and them working. I will. There's no what was it when what was the documentary that came out
I know what you're talking about.
Nickelodeon?
Yeah, the Nickelodeon,
Quite on set.
yeah, that's it.
Quite on
That's
set.
it.
That was it. Yeah. I was like, woof. Thank goodness I worked at Disney and all the Nickelodeon shows I did were animated.
Yep.
And I just tap danced on out of there.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah,
Oh, and then
that's funny. It's just,
one more joke. So that the conflict because
that is well. Also, I think that that's also boomer coded too, of like just having to do hard work, and this hard work was like digging a hole, and it's funny. That is very boomer coded.
thank you. And then to add conflict to Doof and Perry is that they're going to be tunneling, and then one of them, I don't know which one yet, but one of them finds diamonds, and they don't want to share it with the other
Mhm.
one.
Mhm.
So either Doof obviously gets to his evil ways while tunneling, the tunneling becomes corrupted, or Perry gets it and now he's tempted. And our hero
Well, if we
is
do,
tempted with a bad
well,
decision.
I don't feel like Perry would like just take diamonds unless it was like he has like Doofus needs diamonds for a like I don't diamondinator ray that will turn everything into sapphires. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it was just the
Um,
money grab, I think. And the reason why I said diamonds is because in Minecraft, it's diamonds that you get.
what I'm saying is he
Mhm.
could still do it,
Okay.
but I feel like it's like he's keeping it so that he can't make his ray. He's like, Perry the platypus, I bring you here. We're digging hole. I
Okay, I
invite you
see
to
what you're
dig
getting
holes
at.
with me. Like, and you're holding out on me. I just don't. I just doesn't. It doesn't feel like he would fall into greed like that. If that
Okay.
makes sense.
So if we do it, if Perry's the one that finds the diamonds, you want it to be like him stopping Doof. And if
Right.
Doof gets it, we can go the greed route.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. That works for me.
What if they both find? What if they both find diamonds? And he's being greedy.
They both think they're hiding from each other. That'd be funny.
Right. And they just have diamonds, and they both just have diamonds. Um.
That's
All right.
yeah, that's that one. I'm immensely. I have a favorite tonight, is what I'm going to say.
This one is your favorite.
This one is by far a favorite. Yes,
I mean, my favorite one was honestly the one where they go to Australia.
well, that's funny.
But if this one is your
Okay,
favorite one, then let's do that one. This is your favorite show. You should live the dream.
thank you. I sincerely appreciate that. Okay, so then tomorrow we will do the outline.
See you then. Or either tomorrow or after this break, whichever.
Yes.
Bye.
Remember to put your notes and pitches in the comments, and we'll read our favorites on next week's show.
And hey, while you're at it, why don't you hit that subscribe button? Let's build this community together. Oh, also, the bell icon's there, so why don't you ring my bell so that you never miss any updates?
And the like button too, Phil. That's important.
Oh, right, yes. Thank you, Brian.